All right, what's up, guys? So daily breakdown, we're gonna go over first with US30. So yesterday we did see a very massive bearish movement, right? If you go into daily time frame, we did reject the daily resistance, right? But we did form a new all-time highs yesterday, which is around the 40,000, right? So we obviously rejected the 40,000, maintaining itself under this daily resistance. As you guys can see, price 100% switch the structure. We were creating a higher highs to higher lows to now price breaking structure to now being a bearish market, right? Now, price right now is currently gonna head into this area of support, which is around the 39,360, right? So currently I'm not gonna be looking for any setup at this exact ranges, right? I'm gonna be waiting to see how price is gonna react around these two zones that I marked up. So the first zone is the 39,493 or the 39,490, and then the second zone is gonna be this one over here, which is around 39,360, right? So let's see that how the New York session open, which opens up in an hour and 30 minutes with the indice pair, right? So if price does come back into this area of support and we do start seeing price reject it, right, pretty much remain itself above it, we're gonna look for the same exact setup that we did over here, which is simply buy position, right? Now, if price from just, let's say that price from here just doesn't really pull back and then just starts breaking into the upside, if we do manage to break above the 39,490, this right here is where I'll simply wait for the break and retest setup, right? So if we break above it, we need to wait for a candle closure. Recommended to wait for a 1 hour or 30-minute candle closure, bullish candle too, that it does remain itself above the 39,490. From there on, you guys want to go to a lower time frame. Make sure that price remain itself under, pretty much trade under it. If it does, then you guys are good to start looking for buy position back into the upside. Now, if we continue breaking under, right, so let's say we break under this area of support, then just simply wait for the same exact setup that's pretty much doing, right? Break and retest, right? So if you break under the 39,360, simply wait for a bearish candle, something like this. Wait for those minor pullback. Make sure that price has possibility of going bearish over bullish. If it does give you guys those confirmation, then you guys are good to take more sells. And then our target back into these lows over here, which is gonna be the 39 to 36, which if you guys go into the daily time frame, right, it's this area of resistance. So we can actually target two zones, so this one and this one over here. Yeah, so those two will be my target, right? So take profit one can be here, or this can be like whatever take profit you guys want, and then this will be obviously the next take profit, which is around the 39,167. If we do get those bearish confirmation, right, let's say that price just simply starts taking under and we do reach this area of resistance, which is previous area of resistance, right? Because you guys got to know that obviously we are still bearish market off the higher time frames, right? So if price does manage to pull back into this area, we have the potential to retest the weekly structure, which is this area of weekly resistance, right? So as you guys can see, price is higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We're now waiting for those weekly higher low. The weekly is still not bearish, right? Same thing with the daily. We're still not bearish with the daily. The only way that daily is going to be 100% bearish if we start breaking under these three structures that I marked up, right? Now, in the other hand, which is the 4 hour, 1 hour time frame, we are trading bearish. But obviously, you guys want to focus on the higher time frame since the higher time frame is stronger than the lower time frame. So once price, let's say if we do get those bearish confirmation today, let's see that price does pull back into these two zones over here. This will be some good zone to start looking for buy position as long as price can remain itself above it, right? So you guys know the story. If price pulls back, retest structure, remain itself above it, you guys are good to take buy position back into the upside. Now we're gonna go into gold. So this morning I took a loss with gold. It was a sell position that I took this morning. Got a negative 1% loss with this one. Re-enter twice, lost the position. Now I'm going to show you guys the setup that I'm currently looking at right now to take with gold. So let's see if we can make back the loss that we took with gold. So check this out. We're looking at gold off the 15-minute time frame. So first off, you guys know the structure: daily bullish, 4 hour bullish, all the time frame pretty much bullish. So we're going to focus on the lower time frame for today. So check this out. This was right now because 7:30 now. All right, so check this out. So you guys can see that I did take the sell position right at exactly at this zone over here, which price activated my trade, took me out of stop loss, went back into the profits, and then obviously just kept breaking to the upside. So I took the loss right here, which was set as a limit. Price broke under it, set another limit. Price obviously took me out, so I ended up taking two losses, right? Now, since price overall, we are heading to the upside now, creating these higher highs, higher lows, lows, higher highs, and higher low. Pretty much we are remaining itself above currently this two zone over here, which is 122.56 which, as you guys can see, it is this area of resistance, which price is currently not holding it as support. We have rejection towards the EMA, which price is perfectly bouncing up to the upside. Second zone that we're looking at today is also the 2264, right, which is this area of resistance, which once again price came back into the zone, and we are currently rejecting it as well. So the only way that I'll be interested in taking sells this morning, right, will be one, well, there's actually two potential, right? There's two scenarios. One, if price managed to break under the 2256, same story, candle closure, pullback, make sure that price remains itself under, then this will be some good area to start looking for sells back into the 2248, right? The second setup, let's say that price pulls back once again into this major resistance, and we are seeing the same exact rejection that we did previous structure, right? Then I'll be interested in taking sells as well. Make sure that price remains itself under it, right? So this one, let's say that we get this one first, right? Let's say this one actually happens, we get the break under structure, etc. I'll be interested in taking the sells back into 2248. Now 2248 is a zone that I'm keeping an eye on just in case if we start seeing some rejection, right? So if we do manage to pull back into 2248 and we start seeing that price obviously remain itself above it, then you guys can do the opposite, and then you guys can look for buy position as well. So bounce plays 2248 if it remains itself above it, sells under 2256. Yeah, 2256 if price starts breaking under, right? Now if it continues breaking under the 2248, then you guys simply go along with the trend. Just simply wait for something like this, boom, and then you guys will be good to take sells all the way back into the zone, which is going to be the 2236. So those are the only ways that I'll be interested in taking buys, or my buy sells. Now let's say that we do reject 2256. If we start remaining itself above it, you guys got to make sure that price remains itself above it. So if we do reject it again, then you guys are good to take buys back into these highs over here, and from there on, just like I explained to you guys, if it rejects, you guys are good to sell. If not, then you just simply go along with the trend, which is simply buy position. So we're going to be patient today. We're going to wait to see what the market actually is going to give us today. So just be very patient once price reach those zone, and make sure that you guys wait for those candle closures. So that's pretty much it, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.